The complete Shopify blog tutorial. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you how you can set up your blog in Shopify. So let's get into it. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to come over here onto Shopify Blog, and what we need to do is we need to access the blog section, right? So if you didn't know, you can access it. So come over here onto the left hand side, click on the content sections, and down below you will find blog post. Click on blog post, and here you can go ahead and create your blog post. If you haven't, it'll be empty, but you can create your blog post by clicking on this create button over here. Then here you have your title, and then you have your content. All right, so let's go ahead and generate some content. Now I don't really have an idea, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go ahead and use ChatGPT to go ahead and generate some blog ideas. What you can do is, if you really are into it and you want to do some research, you can do keyword research or use SEMrush. SEMrush is a pretty cool tool to go ahead and find blog ideas and other stuff as well. So I'm just going to use ChatGPT, and I'm going to ask it to give me some ideas for some blog. All right, so it's giving me a few different ideas. So I'm going to go ahead and, use this one. So we're going to go with this one. So it's called Busy Isn't Productive. Why Most Hustles is Just a Distraction. Then we're going to add that over here, and you can add a summary of the post to appear on your homepage right here. So for that, we have this one. Everyone is busy, calendar is full, and the problem is we're confused. We can go with this one, or it's given me a simple one over here. uh, this one hits because of this one, then stuff like that, right? This is a sample opening. Everyone is busy, calendar is full. So we're gonna go with this one. We're gonna copy this, come back here, add the excerpt, and boom, that looks good. So this is gonna be a little excerpt. So this is gonna be like a summary of the post appear on the homepage or a blog. So that looks good. And then the main blog is gonna be over here, right? The illusion of being busy, right? We're gonna copy that, or actually copy the entire thing, right? We can also add images as well, but I think we can just copy everything, copy that. And also maybe we can create some images as well, but for now we'll just post that here. So this looks good, right? We can also add images and videos over here. So if you want, you can also add a video here and also an image over here as well. So what we'll do is I'm gonna ask it to go ahead and create me a few different images that I can put on the blog. So next, what we're gonna do is, while we generate some images, we're gonna go ahead and get ready with the SEO, right? So search engine listing. So here we're gonna click on edit. This is gonna be the title, and this is gonna be the meta description, right? And here is your URL handle. So let's go ahead and put in our meta description. All right, that looks good. And sometimes URL handles over here, sometimes they can be a lot, you know, busy. They can be a bit too long. So make sure you mess around with it, make it a little bit shorter, or make sure that your title has as many words that are in the meta description and is in the title and in the URL handle. So once you've done that, you should be good to go. Next, you can add images over here. So I'm going to upload some images that I have. So I'm going to click on add file. I'm going to upload this one, just generated from ChatGPT. And once it's uploaded, we're going to select this one. We're going to click on done. Boom, we now have an image. And we're going to click on visible instead of hidden so that we can see it. And we can see the author and the blog over here. We can create a new blog instead of news. Here we can have like blog title. So we'll go with productivity or something like that, right? So here we'll add the blog title. And here we can add a tag. So for this one, I'll add productivity and blog as well. Boom, that looks good. And we can add like a default theme of it as well. So next, I'm going to go ahead and save it just for now. You can, of course, add as many images in it as you want, so that you have some more, stuff to work with, and it looks like a complete blog. So I think this looks good. Now we can go back and view it. So we're going to click on this view button. It'll open up in another tab, and we can see how it looks like. So this is how it looks like. We have our title over here. This is the image, and this is the entire blog. And it looks pretty good, not gonna lie. Very simple, easy. Yeah, this looks good. We can add more images in between as well, just to make it a little bit better. But yeah, it looks good. So pretty simple, right? So next step is to create a page where we can actually, post our blogs. So for that, we go into online stores, right? Go into themes, or go into pages actually. And in pages, you want to create a new page. So we're going to click on add page, and we're going to call it blog or blogs, right? Keep it default and make sure it's visible as well, and then click on save. Boom, we now have a blog. Next, we want to make sure that our blog page is visible within the hero section over here within our website. So let's go ahead and do that. So we now have pages over here. Let's see. Yep, it's right here. Next, we're going to come over here onto the left-hand side, go into content, and go into menus. In menu section, you can see we have the main menu and the footer menu, right? So the main menu is the main menu over here that you see right here. And the footer menu is, of course, down below in the footer section. So we're going to add the blog page within the main menu. We're going to click on main menu, and here we're going to click on add menu, and here we're going to click on blogs, and then here we're going to add the page that we created. So we're going to click on pages. Here is the blog page. Click on done and click on save. Now, if we go into the website, reload it, we now have the blog pages right here. So we're going to click on blog pages, and boom, here we go. So now we're going to go ahead and paste our blog within this page. So let's go ahead and do that. So to do that, we're going to go into online store and open up the theme editor. We're going to edit the theme over here, and we're going to click on home page, and then here we're going to create a new page, right? So we got all these different options. We got some new options over here. So we don't really have a blog page, but we do have the blog page over here, right? So we can also switch between them since we already created pages. So we're going to click on page, and since it's not here, right, we do have blogs over here, but we don't have it. So if we click on assigned over here, click over here, you can see that nothing crazy happens. And here we can change the preview. This is, of course, news, and this is the productivity one, right? We'll click on productivity, and all the blog posts are going to be available here. But we need to create a proper page that we can link to it, because currently there's nothing over here. Like if we go into pages, there's no page over here. So let's go ahead and create a template. We're going to call it blog, and then we're going to leave it as the default version, right? We're going to click on create. Boom, we now have the blog page, right? So if you click on pages, we have the blog page right here. Now, instead of privacy, right, we can see right here, preview, we can change it over here. If you had the privacy ones, you can click over here and change it to blogs. Now we have a blog page. Pretty simple, right? Pretty cool. So next you can go ahead and remove a few things, like we have the page over here, right? Then we have the title. This is the blog title over here. You can remove it if you want. It totally depends on you. But we'll leave it as it is. Then we'll click on add section. And then here, scroll down, we have storytelling. Here we'll have some, different grid options for our vlog. So for our blog, so we're going to go ahead and select whichever one you like. So we've got the editorial over here, carousel, blog post grid, whatever. So just select whichever you like. Once you've selected it, then here on the left hand side, you can select the blog post by clicking on the blog post and then selecting the category. So we have productivity over here. Boom. Now our productivity blogs are going to be available over here. So within that tag. So you can create multiple different tags, and boom, you have your blog post right here. So now if I save it and I come over here, I reload the tab, right? Go into blogs. I should find it. Did I even save it? And here we go. So we got it. So we just needed to double check it. So yeah, default page here. We got pages over here, and we just needed to link it over here. I forgot to link it and save it. So now we have our productivity options over here, and we can add multiple different blogs within this section over here, and we can find them over here, and we can open it up and start reading it, and it's as simple as that. So there you go. That's how you can add blogs within Shopify. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, take care and goodbye.